Hello. Okay, so I need to talk about the film Citizen Vigilante. Sorry for the quality of this video, but I ain't no Citizen Vigilante. I'm just a tweaker on YouTube or whatever I am these. To be honest, I heard about this film on YouTube from an Australian YouTuber saying that it had been banned for Islamophobia or whatever, making the poor Muslims scared or whatever, and I was like, well, that's interesting, I'll check it out. So, a few red flags, then the big red flag when I watched the film, but firstly, Armie Hammer. Really? Really? A film in 2026 starring Armie Hammer? Like, not tongue-in-cheek? Not playing a version of himself or anything like that? Like an actual starring dramatic role by Armie Hammer? Okay. Then I'm like, no major studios, nothing like that. And yeah, the whole thing about European vigilante with the Muslims doing all the horrible rape, and this guy's like the vigilante gonna save the world kind of shit. So anyway, I downloaded it a couple of weeks ago and lost it in a folder for a while and then found it again, and I'm like, okay, popped it in the films folder, and I finally got around to watching some films lately. Some good films, an old one called Cheap Thrills, which is the nutcase nightmare, and Ben is Back, which was actually pretty decent with Julia Roberts and that young chap from Manchester by the Sea. And that beautiful actress from Vince Vaughn Freaky Friday type horror movie, and the Ant-Man and Quantumania or whatever. I can't think of her name. Anyway, that's by the by. I finally got around to watching Citizen Vigilante, and if you're a fan of cinema, the four words that you dread at the beginning of a film is a Uwe Boll film. And it comes up. I can't show it because I'm on the camera, but I'll put in the screenshot, and it's like an Uwe Boll movie. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. So basically, I watched this film because people in Australia can't, and you're goddamn lucky, because this is a genuine certified piece of effing shit. Really, just so bad. Just Uwe Boll, I think the only film I've ever been able to watch apart from this, and this was pure masochism on my part, but the only one I'd ever gotten through that I kind of sort of thought was alright was Postal, and even that was kind of pushing the limits, but at least it was like funny and sort of South Parky-esque and stuff. But this, made in Croatia, I think, and the only other name actor is Costas Mandylor, who I can't think what he is in something. He's a how you say, a journeyman actor, and just like the photography, the editing, is incongruous. It had just like, there was this shot, there was like a drone shot, and then it just kind of went like that, and it was just like, what the hell? And then it like cut back to the same shot. Heaps of terrible flashbacks. Armie Hammer is just like, who is this guy who used to be a contender? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know, man. And like, The sex scene? Jeez Louise, man. Definitely no intimacy coach on that one, that's for sure. No doubt, no doubt. It was just everything about this film was just so, pardon the pun, ham-fisted, and like the graphic, like, how you say, there seemed to be a lot of practical effects, but they were just so horrible and like over the top, like dudes getting their whole faces blown apart by machine guns. And yet, like, they used squibs and stuff, and yet the blood against the wall was clearly just tomato ketchup. When blood just comes off as kind of like runny and watery. That's the vibe I got. Look, I can be critical of the Australian government sometimes, but stopping this piece of absolute pure shit reaching audiences, I can't say it's a bad thing. I honestly can't say it's a bad thing, because this is not it, and just, look, whatever you think of the politics, seeing Armie Hammer kill a bunch of brown people and black people and stuff, it's best left off screens. Let's put it like that. Can we just put it like that? And can we please just ban every other goddamn Uwe Boll movie forever reaching screens in Australia? I'm generally not against I'm against censorship in general, but Uwe Boll has had many attempts to prove his worth as a cinematic auteur of the tasteless spectacle, and this one just pushes it. This one just goes beyond, and it's so, as I said, to pun the Armie Hammer, it is so ham-fisted. All of it. It's just horrible. It's just, oh my god. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say about that. Very offensive, but it is like War of the Worlds 2024 level bad. You know what I mean? Or 2025, whatever year War of the Worlds actually was produced, but this is pushing it for like worst film of the year so far, I would have to say. And I guess if that's the case, if Uwe Boll wins some Razzies on this motherfucker, then he'll be happy with that, eh? Anyway, I just thought I'd pop my 2 cents in on this. And yeah, I guess Australia, count yourself lucky we live in a nanny state, because even if it's not for the right reasons, that this film deserves to be seen by no one, because it is absolute trash. Like, absolute trash. I don't care if it's offensiveness. It's offensively badly made, I really have to say. There you go. That's my take on Uwe Boll's cinema trash, cinema de trash, cinema de rubbish, absolute pure shite, Citizen Vigilante. I might add some extras after watching it again if I feel in a masochistic mood. I don't know, man. It's just, I watched it this afternoon and still, man, oh my god, it is so bad. Just so bad, I have to say. Anyway, I don't know if you'll ever see the light of this day. I don't know if I still have a YouTube channel, but whatever's. Thank you kindly. Peace.